Hey, good afternoon from the farmer's garden. I'm one of the farmers and I'm standing in the greenhouse. We've been working on planting some onion seeds. We're going to be starting our onions from seeds this year, so we've been doing that. And I just wanted to kind of show y'all how everything looks in here as long as I'm out here today enjoying this beautiful December 1st weather. So let me just turn it around and show y'all what's going on. All right, so we still have tomatoes in the greenhouse. These are mostly the transplants from the chicken pen. Now, most of the cherries for sure that we planted last year were hybrid varieties, and so they're not coming out exactly the same this year off these restarted plants from the seeds of those. But they're making, so we'll see what we get. We do have a couple of those Artisan Tiger cherries in here. I think those are chocolate cherries over there. Lots of good ones. All right, then we move over here. These are broccoli. You can see where the worms did damage, but those have been sprayed and they're kind of making a comeback now. But I have not yet found where they're making heads. I've been checking. Don't think we're forming heads yet. Cabbage, on the other hand, wouldn't it be great if we had fresh cabbage for New Year's? I'm hopeful. I am hopeful because some of these, we might have some of those little like personal size, hand size cabbages that we had this year. I believe this one is cauliflower. I could be wrong. I think this one is cauliflower and these are Brussels sprouts on this end. All right, and then we move into, these are transplants that our secret source gave these to us. So these are cabbage collards. So they're a collard green with sort of a cabbage flavor to them. So those are actually ready. We could begin harvesting some of those at this point. Same with the kohlrabi, and not kohlrabi, Swiss chard. I just love Swiss chard because it's so colorful, right? And then this row is more broccoli. Broccoli, broccoli, broccoli. This row, looky there, we still have the tag. Look how professional we are. More broccoli over here. So it's all looking really good. I believe those are Brussels sprouts, cauliflower on the end, if I remember correctly. Anyways, these are mostly the transplants. And so they were kind of long and leggy when we put them out. We'll have to wait and see how they do. These are the onions we just planted. So what we did is we bought the onion seeds and we just sprinkled them in there, really filled these up good, and then watered them. And so they'll start in here, and once we have the onion sets, the bunches, we'll take them out of here and plant them out in the garden. So nothing overly exciting happening, just kind of standard wintertime stuff. Just kind of keeping a few things in here to experiment with, the tomatoes and such. Now all of these winter crops that we have, the broccoli and Brussels sprouts and all those, could be outside. Our thought in putting them in here was, one, to practice our irrigating and our fertilizing and all of those things in here before our summertime things, and two, to see if a little bit more heat would help those to mature faster. So we're trying to keep the greenhouse at like 70s or below. So on warm days like today, we do open up the doors. You can see the big doors open behind me. We open up the doors and we kind of let it vent out so it doesn't get too warm. But hopefully we'll have some cabbages and broccolis and things pretty soon. Like I said, it'd be awesome if we had cabbage for New Year's. Anyways, thank y'all for visiting our greenhouse today. Be sure and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and find us on Facebook. And thank you again. Be sure and come back when you can stay longer.